let's discuss where to move in Barcelona. My name is Jenna Kelly. My YouTube channel is At the World's Publicist. I'm an American who moved abroad, and I am sharing all of my tips, all of my tricks, and my experience with you. Some of you have been asking me on my channel, where should I move to if I want to move to Barcelona? I will give you my opinion based off my opinion, so don't come for me. I have lived kind of on the outskirts of Barcelona, not like outskirts, but like outside of the city center, to the city center where like all the tourism hotspots are happening, and now kind of moved in the in-between because I had to get out. Depending on who you are, what you want, how long you're here, and what you're doing here, this can all change. I want to talk about where you shouldn't move first because I think that's just the easiest. If you don't know anything about Barcelona, I think anyone would tell you Raval is not a safe place to move. There's a lot of really fun bars and restaurants in that area, but it is highly known for pickpocketing. It's kind of a dangerous spot to be. So I would say Raval I wouldn't move to, and Gothic, I had lived there, so I can give my full opinion on Gothic. I think it's great if you need like a lot of action. And you want to be where all the tourists are. I think when I was living there, it did the purpose that I needed it to serve. But Gothic, I would say, is also dangerous. I got robbed in Gothic. So Born, I would say, is a good place to move in between like Gothic and like trying to get more in like a living area. My friends that live in Born are going to kill me because I love Born. I enjoy the area. It's very artsy. It's very cute. However, I have seen people get robbed there. Like I saw someone once got their like full-on necklace like ripped off of them. I would also say Barceloneta is not a great place to live. It's great to visit. The beach is there. You get sea views, but Barceloneta is like at night by all the beach clubs and all that is also not that safe. So if you want to like get kind of like a Barceloneta vibe, but you don't want Barceloneta because it's like kind of like tourism, city center side, the next best option I would say is Poblenou. Poblenou is like artsy. It's very like, it's a lot more local than Barceloneta, but it's by the beach. They also have like monthly festivals in that area. It's a very cute place to live, and it's very like surfer, beachy. Like that's kind of like the vibe you're getting, and a lot more local in that area as well. Places that I would live. Eixample is like a prime spot to move. I think it's like close enough to the action and far away enough to get like a bit of a local feel. It's also super nice over there. Eixample is a little bit more expensive, I would say, than like, you know, moving into like a room in Gothic or something like that. Like Gothic is more expensive just based off location rather than what you would get value for money. The person that commented asking about where to move on my previous video was talking about Poble Sec. Let's go through this. Born, Gothic, La Rambla, Raval, and then Poble Sec is on the other side. Poble Sec, I would say like it's Poble Sec, St. Anthony, that whole area is good. It is closer to the city center. I do think that it's a good spot to move if you're like trying to get introduced to the area. You could probably find something pretty affordable on that side. Just be careful how close you're getting to Raval and how far away you're getting outside of the city if you really want to be in Poble Sec. And then behind that you have Les Corts. I don't know much about that area, so I can't really speak much on it. Another place beyond Eixample and Eixample, that area below that is Gràcia. Gràcia is super cute. Gràcia is not as connected as the other neighborhoods, but it is such a cute city. I mean, not city, neighborhood. It's such a cute neighborhood. It's one of those neighborhoods too where like you kind of feel like you're like in a whole different area of town. Every time I'm there, I'm like, I need to spend way more time here. Then, like I said, we have Eixample in the middle. Then we have Eixample next to it. You'll see kind of like that's like Sagrada Familia area. And then next to that is Clot and like Camp de la Arpa and Glorious. That area is also a lot more local. It's a little bit further out from the city center, like probably could be like a 25-minute metro to 30-minute metro, but it is way more chill. So when we're talking about affordability, that depends on what you want. I had lived in an apartment with 7 people. I've lived in an apartment with 13 other people. I've lived in an apartment with 4, and all of the prices varied. All of them were around like ranging from 600 to 670. The 671 was ridiculous. It was ridiculous because that was one I lived with 14 people. I definitely got scammed. Like, the last place I was living in was 600, and it was right in the city center in the middle of Gothic. You have two apps that are important to look out for: Idealista and Body, Badi, not like Body. I always found my places on Idealista, but Body, I found a couple that I did go see and they were pretty good. So I would use those two and a bunch of Facebook groups. Like if you type in apartments in Barcelona, rentals in Barcelona, you'll find like a ton of them. Put in your filters, save your search, turn your notifications on, and as soon as you get those notifications, check to see if it's something you want to see and message the landlord right away. Beware of scams. If you're not in the city and you can't visit the city, see if you could do a video call to see if the place exists. When you are in the city, like let's say you don't have a place and you move to the city, it is so important. Go visit. A lot of the times too on these apps, they don't put the extra fees, like if you have to pay extra for like electricity and all that stuff, they'll just put the rental price and then you have to read the fine print. You're going to have a lot of people tell you a lot of things. Go with your gut, go with how you feel, go with what makes you happy. Ignore everybody else. They all have their own preferences and very different preferences. If you have any questions or anything that you think I might be able to answer, comment, subscribe to my channel, like this video for engagement. If not, just follow my page and I'll see you next time.